What's up, everybody? Episode 48 of the All You Can Hear podcast. Today, I'm Tanner, as always, and joined with me, as per usual, I have Colt. I have Wenzel.
Fuck me, I'm disgusted.
I have Abby.
Hey.
I have Cody.
That's me.
And I got Pat.
It's your pal, Pat.
I'm liking the self intros.
Palpitations over here. Palpitations.
Wow, pretentious.
My joke
Thanks
was
for
palpitation.
Thanks for both of your inputs.
Tanner,
What?
give your intro.
Oh, anyways, besides this week, we ate a lot of M&Ms. What intro?
Give your intro.
I'm your neighbor-friendly Tanner.
Was there something planned?
Tanner just shot cum out of his hand.
Hey, wait, hold on. That was way inappropriate.
just like Spider-Man did. You know, Tobey Maguire when he's like, "Go web, go." Obviously he wasn't shooting real web out of his hands. It was semen.
You mean to tell me there's something problematic about a guy in skin-tight uniform spraying a milky organic fluid of everybody?
No.
There's nothing problematic about that.
If anything, quite the opposite. How else was he supposed to defeat Sandman and Venom in the same movie?
At the same time.
At the same time. That's why MJ had to give him blue balls the whole movie. And
that's why he wore a black suit.
That's why he wore. Yeah, he was so fucking bad.
But wait, what if he just put the black goop Venom into the sand and they just mixed up together and they couldn't move?
Well, they needed a movie, Pat. Like, we can't look at every loophole here.
Y'all want to go to sleep?
But let's look at the fact that James Franco played a major part in a superhero movie 3 times. Like, how fucked is that?
Yeah, was he Green Goblins every time?
He was Green Goblin Jr.
No, never mind. I was thinking, like, what role did he play? Because I only remember as Green Goblin. I was like, oh, wait.
You had Green Goblin 2 or 3.
Yeah, Green Goblin 2 and 3 and Junior.
Welcome to the Spider-Man fan cast.
Yeah, this week we took a whole nother turn.
See, Cody's surprised because he didn't realize we're talking about Spider-Man this episode.
Cody spaced out and he's hitting every lever on the board.
Anyways,
Oh, no.
let's get to it. This week, M&M taste test, if you can tell by the title. We tasted, I believe, every variety of flavor of M&M available in the United States.
I Googled it, and I think we did.
It's 14 flavors of M&M, which, fuck. Like, at the beginning of the day, there was 9. And now we're at 14. And we ate 14 different varieties of M&M, all different flavors. The only things that we excluded were the extra large M&Ms and the M&M minis, but they taste the same as the original.
The eggs. The Easter kind of eggs.
Yeah, but they're just original too. And Cadbury eggs are way better than those.
Wait, does that mean it's almost Easter? We can get Cadbury eggs.
I actually have some in my cabinet. Don't tell me after eating 14 different kind of M&Ms, you're like, you know what I can go for? A Cadbury egg.
No.
I would vomit.
I was surprised that we didn't include Skittles, the 15th flavor of M&M.
Yeah, you kept saying that in the group chat. You were like, and Skittles, right? And no. And also, what flavor? Because you know there's different varieties of Skittles.
At first it was
The
a
sour
joke, but he
kind.
kept saying
Looks like we got a whole new episode coming to you next week.
Oh,
fuck.
Well, actually,
no, I can't do
If
another taste test.
if I had to eat 10 different kinds of Skittles next week, I would quit the podcast.
If anybody listening to us says that we should do another taste test soon, fuck you.
It's monthly, bitch.
Anyways,
I don't care.
So Cody has the rankings in front of him.
I guess we're going to start at number 10, right?
well,
Number 14.
Number 14.
It'd
do
be
you
weird
want to just list the flavors out before, or just
Yeah,
as it comes on the ranking?
All right, I'll list them out from alphabetical order here. We have almond, we have the caramel, we have the coffee nut, the crispy, the dark chocolate, the double chocolate, the dark chocolate mint, the Neapolitan, the original, the peanut butter, the pretzel, the strawberry nut, the white chocolate. And those are our 14 different
14
M&Ms.
flavors. Now, I know on the podcast before, like, we've done the French fry, we've done the chicken nugget, we've done the hot sauce. Even with the French fry, where we had 15 different kind of French fries, I feel like this was way more ambitious just because, like, I don't know. I feel so bad.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Most of the M&Ms we ate were good. Mm-hmm. But it's just the
There's 14
quantity.
consecutive tastings of
like
M&Ms.
this. You gotta think of it like this. We didn't just eat one M&M per bag.
Oh, no.
We ate like 2 or 3 per bag. So currently right inside of me right now is 30 to 35 M&Ms.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw
It's like if you shook your stomach, it'd be like rocks in a bag.
You know that
We
this
swallowed
Family
them
Guy
whole.
reference for you. You know the episode of Family Guy where Peter eats all the
nickels? Yeah.
That's what it sounds like in your stomach right now. So let's just get to it. What's number 14?
All right, number 14. What would everybody guess is number 14?
Strawberry nut.
I would guess strawberry nut.
Strawberry nut is number 14. It comes in with a 4.8.
Oh,
They were bad.
But honestly, think about it. So I would assume that's the only M&M we have under a 5.
No.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
I
If it's
said
the 14th.
no, change it.
Yeah, I was about to say it's 14th and it's a 4.8. That's not awful for 14th place.
Why'd you get so high?
No, and this is out of 10. We should say that this is out of 10. Well,
Yeah.
okay, let me just go over a few things real quick before we get into this. So we looked at each of the M&Ms under 4 different criteria. We looked at the taste, that was the flavor of the M&M. We looked at the texture, that was typically the bite texture, how it felt in the mouth, the crunch, that sort of thing. We looked at the style of the M&M itself. That could be the color of the M&Ms, the shape of the M&Ms. And then we looked at the packaging. This was the colors of the packaging, the style of the packaging, the appeal of the packaging, even down to the characters of the packaging. Honestly, good stuff. We had good stuff here. So let's go ahead and...
I would say this was the highest quality taste test we had. Because when we did french fries, we had some shit-ass french fries. When we did hot sauce, we had some shit hot sauce. Chicken nuggets. If y'all remember the grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, those were bad.
Ass. There was nothing here that was... I would say the strawberry nut were the only one that were, like, bad.
Like across the board, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, across the board bad. So don't buy the strawberry nut, which I didn't even know they existed until we started looking into flavors for this.
Right. Okay, so let's go talk about the strawberry nut real quick. I might need to do a little calculation here.
But I mean, they like as soon as you opened it, you got hit with the whiff of like the fake artificial strawberry taste, and then somehow for a candy that has a peanut inside of it, the peanut tasted fake.
So the best part of the strawberry nut was the actual packaging. We actually gave the packaging a 6.4. What did y'all like about the packaging? I know it was pink.
It's just that,
It was pretty.
yeah, pretty pink color.
And the yellow M&M on it had a strawberry in his hand, and I liked that.
Glad you liked it. The thing that we honestly,
Actually, one of them my ranking up 10.
the thing that we liked the least about these was, of course, the taste.
Actually, can we do a recount?
And that came out to be an average of a 2.9.
Wow.
The person
Wow.
who liked these M&Ms the best were Wenzel, and Wenzel gave it a 5.9.
Yeah, I mean, it was still not good, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Abby, me, and Cole all looked at these gave them the same rating of 5.25, averaged out, and then Pat and Tanner had the average of 3.5 each. So
Yeah,
Pat,
I think I went like a 1 on them or some shit.
Tanner actually was the person. Colt and Tanner were the people that hated it the most. Gave it 1s for taste wise.
Yeah, don't eat them.
Yeah, they weren't that great.
was
They were not that
chemicals.
great.
Just straight chemical.
But they were at the end of the lineup, so we may have just been tired of them at that point. But they were also it had the artificial, almost strawberry milk type flavor that was just not that good.
See, that's the thing. I don't like that flavor anyways. So I feel like we could have ate strawberry nut first, and I still would have very much disliked them.
I loved strawberry milk, and that did not taste like strawberry milk.
You like strawberry cows?
Yeah.
Because they don't exist.
Yeah, they
And
do.
you're getting duped.
I've
All
seen
right.
one.
Number 13. Hit us.
All right, we're gonna try to figure it out. Who wants to try to figure out this one?
Oh, fuck. We can't figure out every one.
butter?
Regular or peanutter.
Almond.
Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Almond with a 5.1.
I'm actually surprised almond did worse than original.
Let me go up here and take a look at some.
To be
almond real
honest.
quick.
Although some of us here really liked original.
So almond, of course, the flavor got the most points on this one at a 5.8.
Okay.
The flavor wise, the person who liked these the most was me. I did like the flavor the most. I was surprised at my answer just then. But the taste did get a 5.8. The least favorite was the texture. And I think this is what the ones with the nuts in them, they really falter because of the texture. Almonds have a unique texture. Don't think they go well with the chocolate.
But not with milk chocolate. And
Almonds taste like plastic wrapped in tree bark.
He's right.
I like almonds.
No.
No,
I'm
you
not
don't.
a fan of any nut.
Like, I'm not
really.
going to go be like, oh, I want me some almonds. But if
Yeah.
somebody hands me almonds, I'll be like, yeah, I'll eat some almonds.
Yeah, it's true. I like them with a little. Well, this doesn't really say much, but with a little mixed.
A little balsamic vinegar.
What the fuck?
Well,
I want ranch dressing on my almonds.
No,
You
almond,
nasty.
almond pairs better with dark chocolate than milk chocolate. These were milk chocolate almond
Yeah.
M&Ms, and it was just a weird taste. And these were the first M&Ms we had, so the fact that they finished so poorly, I think, is really surprising. To show that we had no bias towards the end.
Continuing on, number 12. peanut M&Ms come in number 12 with a 5.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, so number 12 has. Is there any ties on the list by chance? There's probably
to
not
check.
any exact ties.
Actually, there are.
Really?
Yeah.
Like exact ties in the rankings?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, which
We'll deal with when we get there.
We'll get to it.
which is gonna be the next two,
Okay.
and
got
the two after that.
Wow.
Oh,
So we have
and
two
the two after
separate
that.
ties.
That's
within-
interesting. Just
yeah.
because of so many.
But I think I can fix
factors.
it because we did do things. I might be able to fix it via.
It's actually ties all the way to the end.
Yeah. Every other place
I
tied for
might be
12.
able to do it by stretching out the decimal point.
Yeah. But the thing with the peanut M&Ms, a 5.5 actually surprises me. 'Cause-
Yes, I was able to fix it by stretching out the decimal.
Okay. So 5.5 actually surprises me just because I feel like we were all pretty sour on them in the room. I feel like the person coming into them with the most vinegar was Colt, and Colt ended up liking them the most.
Yeah, I used to hate peanut M&Ms, but I like them now. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they were my sister's favorite childhood snack. So every time she got them, she'd let me have some, and they just kind of grew on me.
I just never liked
The
them.
thing we liked the most about them was the packaging at a 6.5, and the least thing we liked about them was the texture. Again, the nut ones.
The nut ones really suffered. I think all of them except
Yeah.
probably one of them really
Because like
suffered.
the texture was just so off. It's
Yeah.
so off from what you're used to. You get that soft chocolate bite, and then all of a sudden you hit this crunchy weird.
And plus the
core.
chocolate always falls off the nut.
Yeah.
Like it never fails. Like you can bite it and like the nut and the chocolate will separate in your mouth, which doesn't help it.
The person who liked these the most taste wise was Wenzel, and the person who liked it least was Tanner.
Yep.
Taste wise.
That makes sense.
So moving on. Let's just keep going.
Hit us with that. Oh wait, never mind. We don't have a tie anymore. Hit us with
We-
11.
We don't have it a tie anymore because I did raise the decimal point up a little bit to kill ties. Number 11. I got hiccups. Sorry, guys. Peanut butter. With
Yeah.
a 5.78.
I don't know how that one got a higher ranking than peanut.
5.78.
Because I think we all collectively didn't like peanut butter. Where you and wait, hold on.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Who was high on peanut butter here?
Probably Wenzel.
It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wenzel definitely liked these. Actually, these had one of the highest. I don't know. Actually, it did have one of the highest ratings packaging wise, peanut wise. I
'Cause
mean,
it
I
had
know
a
everyone
little
likes to eat
hairdo.
the M&Ms based on packaging.
Obviously.
Peanut butter ones had a 7.6 for packaging. That was the highest number there. And let me average out these. I forgot to. Some of these did. One of my things broke.
But the peanut butter is weird too because it's kind of like a creamy center, but at the same time it's really grainy peanut butter.
It tastes like I was eating salty grease.
It was very much. It felt fatty.
Mm-hmm.
It felt peanut fat. It tasted almost like there was almost a chemically type taste to it, almost like you taste a factory in them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They were a little slimy.
And they were way salty.
Yeah,
They were by far the saltiest one we
Yeah.
had, which is weird considering we ate fucking pretzel.
The person who liked these was Wenzel. He gave them a 7.6, and the person who hated them most was Colt, who gave them a 4, taste-wise. The least thing that we liked about them was the texture. Again, it did taste like you kind of were chewing on fat. A little
Yeah, it was weird.
bit. It was not that great. Moving on to number 10. We're in the top 10 now, buddy. Everything it's all uphill from here. Actually,
dope.
we have 2 6s, and then we get to the 7s. Now, really, really close to each other. Okay, I'm actually going to dole these out.
Okay.
You're gonna have we're actually going to do this number 10.
Okay.
White chocolate with a 6.23.
That's okay. That's fair because I feel like initially in the room we were like, okay, the white chocolate's pretty good, and then as
Wait, no, hold on a second. Number 10 is original.
wow,
I lied. Steve Harvey.
Did we go to
this
7?
is some Steve Harvey shit.
I know.
What do you mean we go to 7?
I thought he just said 7.
Yeah, original is number 10, and it got a 5.85. Sorry about that.
Okay. I can see that. I mean, they were original M&Ms. Like compared to some of the flavors, they just don't hold a candle.
So just to give you a little, sorry.
I mean, they just like. What do y'all think about original M&Ms? Like just compared to everything else we ate.
I don't really like them.
They're not good.
Yeah.
I
They're
never,
just-
like
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I never ever eat M&Ms, and I never go for regular. If I ever get offered them, I usually just pass it along to somebody else.
These had very middle line scores with the packaging No, the style being the no, I'm sorry, I lied. Wow, I cannot read numbers right now.
Cody's trying to read with his eyes
There
closed
are
again.
too many numbers on the screen. It's like the Matrix, and he just can't keep up with it all.
I'm really bad at math. The texture was the part that kind of that had the highest. It was 6.3, and the lowest was the taste, which was 5.5.
Yeah.
They were very average. They were at the middle of the line. They weren't. 10 was the best. 1's the worst. 5 to 6 is typically average.
Yeah.
These got an average score of. These were average, pretty average.
Yeah.
These were your middle line. Peanut.
Yeah.
What were you
M&M.
gonna say
M&M.
before?
M&M.
Pat?
No, I said my piece.
Oh, okay.
Number 9. Spoiler alert was
White chocolate.
the white chocolate M&Ms.
Okay, that makes sense.
And these white chocolate, they did have a 6.23.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
The thing with the white chocolate, I don't understand why they're so much bigger than the regular M&Ms.
Did we not have?
No, what we had during the Halloween taste test was they were candy corn white chocolate M&Ms, but they weren't the same white chocolate flavor as those white chocolate M&Ms.
I felt like they tasted almost like spoiled milk.
These did?
Yeah.
There was like this weird spoiledy flavor to them.
I feel like they just tasted like white chocolate.
Yeah, which I like white chocolate. So.
Yeah. I mean, you either love white chocolate or you're very much
I
against
fucking
it.
love white
I
chocolate.
love white chocolate, but these
those
don't.
tasted bad.
Yeah.
I don't think those tasted bad per se. I feel like I've had better white chocolate. though.
Yeah, no, I agree
yeah.
with that.
We
We had better white chocolate in M&Ms today.
We all enjoyed the packaging the best out of these.
Yeah.
The packaging got a 6.7. I like the white color. I think it's a very unused color scheme in a lot of candy packaging, which allows for it to kind of stand out a little bit more.
Yeah, because they want their candy packaging to pop, and they're like,
Yeah.
nope, white bag.
The lowest score here was the style, which is kind of weird, honestly. I don't see how that worked. Yeah, I do see. Pat gave the style of the M&Ms really low. He
Good.
gave him a 4. So that somehow, but like the second highest was the taste. So, I mean, again, these are very middling,
Yeah,
these are very middle ground
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
They're
yeah.
only slightly different from the original anyway.
Right. Well, I mean, white chocolate and regular chocolate taste
Yeah, white
totally
chocolate and
different.
milk chocolate are distinctly different.
Yeah, they're made from 2 different parts of the cocoa, but they are made
From the cow, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moo.
How else do you think it's milk
They
chocolate?
scraped the white part of the cow for the.
Oh, fuck. Gross.
Wait, was this 8?
8, number 8.
Now we're at number 8. Very, very close by just a 0.02 margin.
Okay.
6.25 is the score on the dark chocolate M&Ms.
Wow, okay. That's the first flavor that you said that I thought was actively, like, I would go out of my way to buy those.
Really, the dark chocolate ones?
Yeah. Because I really like... So they were 50% cacao, which is much higher than I thought. Like, I don't know what the average dark chocolate you buy on the market is. I feel like it's, like, in the 30s.
I feel like it's in like the 40s.
Oh, well,
40s,
maybe.
50s.
But it was slightly
really
more
high.
bitter than average dark
Yeah.
chocolate, regardless. And I don't know. I thought they were really good.
Again, these are different than the mint dark chocolate. Mint dark chocolate are totally different from these.
Yeah, no.
But these dark chocolate ones, they were dense.
It tastes like you ate a frozen M&M. They were so dense.
I'm burning up all of a sudden.
Probably because we ate 14 different varieties of
I think I'm
M&Ms.
having like a stroke or something. God. Let me do an average here real quick.
But like I don't know. I thought the dark chocolate was really good. The only thing that was weird about them is how weirdly flat they were.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just weirdly flat.
They're just little dense. They're really dense, and
Yeah.
they actually were kind of hard to get through and things like that.
What
Are
I
y'all seriously like on your phone while we're doing this podcast?
I don't really. Yeah.
What I thought was odd, I remember seeing when I was looking for M&Ms earlier in the week, they had the dark chocolate M&Ms like what we saw, but they also had dark chocolate peanut M&Ms. But the dark chocolate peanut M&Ms were 49% cacao, and the regular was 50%.
That is weird.
The
Okay.
1% was there for peanut.
To be fair, as soon as Tanner said cacao, I clocked out because I saw a dog being combed,
Cacao.
and I had to show it to Cole.
It's weird just because with the so these dark chocolate were so much smaller. So M&M shapes are just weird because like the regular dark chocolate were flat. They're smaller than normal M&Ms. But then you go to the dark chocolate mint, which we'll get to in a little bit. that are huge, like are gigantic.
They're not very consistent. They weren't huge.
Yeah,
So-
there's the size variants are
It's
weird.
weird. It's weird because you had the original, which were actually really small, and then you had like the others that are just massive pieces of candy.
Yeah.
So for the dark chocolate, the highest number we had was a 7 on the dark chocolate, which we're finally getting to the 7s here, and that was for the packaging. Packaging got a really strong 7 from that, and I think it was because it had darker color to it and things like that. Colt really liked it. I personally didn't like the packaging on it. I felt like it was kind of cheap, you know.
Because M&M known for their high quality.
But the lowest was a 5.8, and that was the style of the M&M itself. That comes from like the shape and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because it was just it was a weirdly dense,
Right.
flat M&M.
Going from here, going on up to number 7. Now we're getting the 7s. Now we're actually getting to the 7 point something.
And we're at the 7.
7.11. You're looking at coffee nut.
That actually,
These were the only ones with nuts that we actually enjoyed.
yeah. The as soon as you open them, you smelt coffee.
You're just hit with like a massive coffee aroma.
And you gotta understand is that I personally don't like coffee the drink, but I don't mind coffee flavor.
Yes, especially coffee ice cream or like those coffee popsicles from Steel City Pops.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I've never had one of those.
Those are
Really good.
Steel City Pop is
Place.
good.
Steel
Yeah.
City Pops.
You know what?
can
Let's go
get
to
it.
Steel City Pops right now.
God no, I would puke.
So coffee nut wise, it did have let's say 7.11. Was that right?
Yeah, 7.11.
Yeah. So they had a 7.11, but the what everyone really liked about them, the highest score was the taste, which is 7.5, which I completely agree. The lowest, of course, was the texture. So the texture did take a hit because of the peanut,
Because there was a nut in it, yeah.
However, we liked the packaging because they had all the brown tones, the style of the M&Ms themselves, still brown tones.
Yeah.
They were still the football shape, but the color scheme was really nice. You knew these things were going to be coffee.
Oh yeah, you knew
related.
as soon as you opened the pack.
Yeah.
like you were like, oh shit. This is
Overall,
coffee.
these were we definitely I would definitely say that any of the M&Ms that from here on out, highly recommend.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Like no matter what the score is, we
Those
highly
actually
recommend.
finished not as I thought those were going to be at least top 5 because
Yeah.
we were all really high on them in the room. I would be interested to try because the reason the coffee nut M&Ms exist is because it was in a contest between chili nut and honey nut M&Ms, and I really wish we could have got our hands on those, but they haven't existed in like a year and a half.
The thing is though, the person that killed him was Patrick, because he doesn't like coffee.
Yeah, which is
flavor.
fair. I mean, if you don't like coffee, you will probably
will
not
not
like
like
these
yeah.
M&Ms.
So he had a 4. But I would say that these definitely are a part of the must buy.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should take a syringe and make some boiling hot coffee, and then inject it into the M&Ms.
That's probably what I don't see, and I don't know how they got the coffee flavor in there because the nuts were like stained. So I don't know if the peanut
They dipped
had
it
the
in
coffee
coffee.
flavor.
They may have like coated them in coffee flavor.
That's
and
what
then,
I'm thinking because I tried to taste them separate and I could taste the coffee more in the peanut than the actual
they probably
chocolate
coated
shell.
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, which is
That's
genius.
That's my idea.
Okay.
What's that kind of reminds me? Like, wasn't the first like unofficial taste test? It was like chocolate or coffee flavored nuts from like way back at like.
Oh yeah, the
last year.
macadamia nuts.
Oh
yeah.
shit! Yeah, we did that.
That was an unofficial taste test.
Yeah, that was technically.
Wow,
I mean, we
Wiki
just passed
master
those
over here.
We passed those around and ate them on the podcast.
Yeah.
yeah. That's when we were in the
Lord.
sweat box.
Okay. Going from here,
Tall tales.
the double chocolate, 7.29.
Okay,
Very good.
I thought the
Okay,
double chocolate
number
were
6.
amazing.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were really interesting. They
What did
we,
you say they tasted like again?
we like bounced around because I was like, first I was like, man, these taste like Oreos, and then Colt said they tasted like Baskin Robbins.
Nope. TCBY.
TCBY.
Birthday cake.
Birthday
It
ice
was
cream
something
cake,
yogurt, frozen yogurt.
frozen yogurt cake, whatever. They're frozen yogurt that tastes like cake.
Yeah.
And then Tanner, did you say something?
No, you said they
Oh.
taste like the snack pack.
They taste like these
Puddings.
like the mixed snack pack puddings of vanilla and chocolate, and everyone agreed with me.
Yeah.
And I started screaming.
These
Well, he
were
screams
weird.
a lot normally.
Yeah, he's constantly screaming. It took us a little over an hour to eat these M&Ms, and Cody screamed the whole time.
Yeah.
So these are 7.29 on the score. Average, I gotta average out. Sorry.
These M&Ms were weird because like there was the milk chocolate shell, and then under the milk chocolate shell was milk chocolate again, and then under that was the white chocolate. So it was like small white chocolate M&M covered by like a big milk chocolate shell, and then covered in the milk chocolate actual like colorful shell. It was weird how it was a triple layered M&M. Like I don't know. It was weird. I didn't even know these existed till today.
So,
Or when Pat bought them.
the highest score that we gave them was an 8.5, and that was in the flavor.
Yeah.
And that was this. Now we're getting to the 8 points, and let me tell you, that was purposefully because these were good.
Yeah.
Because like these honestly tasted like those, or it almost tasted like a weird mix between. Well, it honestly tasted just like the snack packs, but also there's also a flavor of Oreo in there too.
Yeah.
It was definitely, you could taste the vanilla and chocolate aspects of it that's usually there. Colt and Winslow are doing a bit at this table because they're bored.
It was one of those things where like we all were like, oh, these kind of taste like Oreo, and then we ate like 3 or 4 of them, and we're like, oh, now I really taste the pudding.
Now here's the
We're eating pudding.
here's the interesting aspect of it. The lowest tier was given to them was
Packaging.
the style.
Oh.
'Cause, Tanner, you like the style a whole lot because you could actually see the
Yeah, I mean, you
definition.
could see the different
Yeah.
layers of.
But you gave it a 7.
chocolate.
It gave it a 5.8.
No, I mean, it's
Wait, no, I'm not looking at the wrong. I'm not looking at the wrong ones. Complete lie. Style was the second most high. I was looking at a different one.
Jesus Christ.
The lowest was actually the packaging with a 6.2.
Exactly.
Okay, fair.
Wow.
I mean, the packaging was nothing special. It looked like the OG packaging for M&Ms,
Yeah.
except it said double chocolate in black
Right.
and white lettering. It was nothing special.
Now we're in the top 5.
Okay, what's number 5? Hit me with number 5.
Mint.
Mint were awesome, and I hate mint
Yeah,
stuff.
I love mint ice cream, and it tasted like mint ice cream.
What
love
was
mint,
what was
and I
the
hate
number on that?
Mint's number was, drum roll please, 7.36.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like 7.4. So
Yeah.
you know, we had to start adding the point system because of the tiebreaker at the top. But
These were good, and again, I do not like mint flavored things that much.
the highest point value for it was the packaging.
Yeah,
We fucking love the packaging.
it was a good package.
The second, and honestly, it was the packaging and the style of the peanuts. Not peanuts. God dang it! I keep calling these
The
stupid.
style of the M&Ms.
The style of M&Ms. I keep calling M&Ms.
I know
peanuts.
you've been doing. He did this before the podcast, like
Yeah.
multiple times. He's like, "Pass those peanuts." And it was like, "Cody, these are regular M&Ms."
Packaging wise, it got an 8.8, and the style of it was a 7.8.
Yeah.
Followed up by a texture of a 6.7. They had a smoother texture to them.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't as dense as the dark chocolate ones were before, but they were minty, and I mean, you could feel the mint.
Yeah,
You
they
could-
were. I can still, after all the M&Ms we ate, I still have a little like minty in my mouth.
And
I
the
can confirm.
Yeah.
and the taste was a 6.2. The
Yeah.
person who didn't like the taste the most was Colt, who gave it a 2. Colt hated the mint chocolate in this one, and Colt also gave the texture a 4.
And it was mint and dark chocolate, which I think
Yeah.
helped it a lot because mint and milk chocolate don't go together at
Yeah.
all.
Winslow and I love the flavor of these a whole lot. I gave it 9 and a 9.7. I gave it 9. Winslow gave it 9.7, and Tanner gave it a 6. He was the third highest. But you know, these were. I'll say this one: the mint ones. If you like mint chocolate, you're
will
gonna
love
love these. However, most of our ratings for this one, this number 5 spot, actually comes from the packaging and from the way they look. I don't know, it's just very pleasing. All the greens were very
Yeah, because
pleasing colors.
it was multiple shades of green. I just assumed it was going to be one color of green, but there was like 3 or 4 different
Yeah.
shades of green in the package. And for some reason, there were some big differences in some of the sizes in between the M&Ms in there, which I always find weird. Like there were some that were like normal size M&Ms, but then there were some as big as like,
Quarter.
I mean they were huge.
The mint were generally larger than normal M&Ms, but
Yeah.
for some odd reason.
Yeah.
But there's some big variances.
Definitely peppermint York patty, Andy's chocolate flavor.
If you've ever been to Olive Garden, you know the chocolate
Andes.
mint thing. Yeah,
Yes.
it's that.
Yes.
If you like those, you're gonna like these.
Let's go on number 4,
Hit me.
and then I'm gonna. So number 4 is going to be caramel.
Huh.
Oh wow! I was rooting for that to win.
Yeah,
Wait.
Caramel.
What the fuck's gonna win then?
Probably pretzel.
Probably pretzel or Neapolitan's
Oh
gonna
my,
win.
well, yeah, those are 2 of the flavors.
so caramel. Everyone really liked caramel.
What was the number on that?
The caramel. I think this is actually where we get high. No, we did not get into the 8. This is 7.81.
Okay.
It was a point. I mean, it's the highest point jumpage from point to point, I believe,
From place to place.
from place to place, because it went from 7.36 to 7.81.
Yeah.
So we're closing that gap pretty quickly
Yeah,
here.
that's almost a half point differential. So.
So 7.81. What did we like about these things? Let's see here.
I think what killed it, I remember everybody complaining about the texture, especially you were very anti-texture for it because it was crunchy, and then it got classic caramel chewy.
Yeah, it slowed down my chewing by like a second. Can't have that. Need to be really fast.
It's weird just because like
So fast that I bite the inside of my mouth.
it's one of those things where you're eating it and all the milk chocolate disappears before the caramel.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
love that.
Yeah.
No, I like it too.
Yeah, like that chewy, like crunchiness to it,
Yeah.
like you were describing earlier, is so good.
Yeah.
So the score for caramel, the top score was the taste at an 8.8.
Yeah.
Nice.
Given. The texture was well, no, not the texture. The style of the M&Ms themselves was the lowest at a 6.8. That was the average, just a very average looking M&M.
Yeah.
The packaging, however, was the second highest with an 8.5 because the packaging looked really good. Literally the caramel M&M, it was like the main two, red and yellow, ripping apart the orange M&M and exposing his caramel inside.
That his intestines literally spell out the word caramel.
And the style came in last, and the texture came in third. And the texture, the person who absolutely fucking couldn't handle how good these were, the caramel ones was Colt. He gave it a
Hell
solid
yeah.
10. He dropped his 10 right on his 10. He dropped his 10 right on the taste. And the person who liked them the least, well, nobody. Everybody gave them 8 or above.
Yeah, I was about to say everybody liked these,
Yeah,
which is why I'm surprised they did not do better.
I gave it the lowest texture, and I also gave it. Pat and I gave it low on the style of the M&M themselves.
which I mean is fair. Again, though, if you don't care about that, if you just like tasty M&Ms,
Right.
Get that caramel.
Get the caramel because
Yeah.
they are delicious.
They are. I don't think you could eat a lot of them.
No.
They're very sweet.
No, get like 10 of them and put them in your mouth.
And the texture is a little off-putting,
Yeah.
honestly. It's a little odd.
If you don't like
But-
caramel, obviously you will not like these because it's pure ass caramel in there.
So you all should know what your top 3 is.
I know 2 of them.
Pretzel, puffy.
Crispy pretzel and
crispy.
Neapolitan.
All right, let's see if we can get the 3. in order.
Neapolitan's going
All
to
right.
be 3.
All right, so Patrick, what do you think number 1? So Neapolitan, which of course is going to be the strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla, all in one M&M. We thought it was separate in separate M&Ms, but it's all in one M&M. You have the crispy and the pretzel as well. Patrick, what order?
I would say
Are we ranking 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1?
I'm going 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'll do 3, 2, 1.
3
as well.
crispy, 2 pretzel, 1 Neapolitan.
Okay.
Shit, I'm 3 Neapolitan, 2 crispy, 1 pretzel.
Okay.
3 Neapolitan, 2, what is it called? Crispy, and then pretzel.
All right, Wenzel.
3 Neapolitan, 2 crispy, 1 pretzel.
Abby.
3 pretzel, 2 Neapolitan, 1 crispy.
None of you got it right. It was
Well, I was about to ask you to guess. You're fucking looking at it.
number 3 is pretzel, number 2 is crispy, and Neapolitan's number 1.
Neapolitan 1! Holy shit.
I remember we were all going really high at Neapolitan, like 9s and 10s. And
we were all really
See,
high.
I was thinking about Cody and Cole because I remember what you two guys said, and it was too sweet, and I was like thinking, there's no way Neapolitan's number 1. It has to be number 3 and number 2.
Yeah.
They are very sweet.
They are, after you eat a few of them, they are sickeningly sweet, but oh my
Yeah,
god, are they
they're
delicious.
good.
Let's go down to pretzel and work through that real quick.
Yeah, hit us with some numbers.
But
I mean, I'm more surprised. I'm just surprised the Neapolitan. I'm surprised pretzel and crispy are right by each other, and they're 3 and 2.
Which that kind of makes sense, but it's funny though because I remember before this I was thinking, okay, Neapolitan is probably gonna be really good, and I kind of have a weird feeling it's gonna be number 1. You know, even though I haven't tried the other M&Ms, it's a good spot.
all right, let's talk about the pretzel real quick.
Okay,
So our pretzel here,
was number 3.
it was number 3, and its highest point value was an 8.7.
What was its overall average?
Its overall average was still in the 7s, but a 7.98.
Okay.
I think I really like these a whole lot. I think these were mine.
Oh yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
They were
These
good. They
might
had
have been my highest.
the neck. They had the perfect level of saltiness you would want, which is weird that these
Yeah.
weren't even the saltiest
Yeah.
M&M because the peanut butter were so much saltier than it.
Yeah.
These tasted like a good snack.
Yeah, these tasted
Yeah.
like chocolate covered pretzels,
And
which I know it's weird to say considering they're pretzel
but they
M&Ms.
did but they tasted like that, but they tasted better than that.
Well, yeah, because they weren't as like usually with chocolate covered pretzels. There's too much chocolate just because it's covering
Yeah.
a whole ass pretzel.
Right. Okay. The second highest score. So the highest score on there was the texture. Everyone loves the texture of these pretzel ones.
Yeah.
Second highest score was an 8, and that was for the packaging. And the lowest score, the middle score was the style, and the lowest score was actually the taste, but it was a 7.7. So
Yeah.
that's really not low.
Yeah. No.
Overall, pretzel M&Ms, I think they were my favorite. Out of all we tasted today, I think pretzel M&Ms were my favorite.
Pretzel M&Ms were really good. This was my first time tasting them. If you like pretzels, you're gonna like these.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are great.
Because the chocolate, like you kind of lose the chocolate flavor after a little bit, which could be a detriment to it, depending on how you look at it.
Maybe, and they had a little hard crunch to them
Mm-hmm.
too. But I mean, they were really
the
good.
delay in chewability.
So, going on from that, we're gonna go to crispy.
I'm interested
I
to see how much difference there was between crispy and pretzel. Cause I feel like we all had the same praises and the same cons for them, except pretzel had a salt aftertaste.
See, I made a huge mistake whenever I went to buy M&Ms because I also bought this. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling it. I bought this huge tub of white fudge animal crackers.
Oh my god, they're so good.
Those are so good. But now I realize I made a mistake because I just ate a ton of M&Ms. There's no way I can go back to those.
Oh my god.
I should have just brought them. Let you guys. Oh no, I can't even. I don't even think you guys can eat them.
I don't want
I
'em.
have to give them away.
I'll try them.
Just hold on until like next week or something.
Oh yeah.
Crispy got
I knocked over my whole ass mic.
Crispy came out with an 8.22.
That much higher? I'm actually. I'm
was a-
surprised.
What is that? A 30-point hike?
0.25, 0.24.
Yeah, that was a really high. Crispy came up a lot higher. They had a and again, the highest point rating on those was the texture, and
We like a crunch.
I mean, like it was good. That texture, it was very. Now the pretzel ones, they could fill you up fast, but these crispy ones, I was like,
Oh yeah, because it has like the hollow weird
Yeah.
wafers.
It's
in
a
'em.
light. It's a light.
It's a light
I
M&M.
dropped 2 tens on that one, I think. I love those. Like,
yeah.
I'm taking them
Abby
home.
did. She dropped the taste and the texture at 10. I mean, it was.
We all liked them.
They were
Obviously,
really
they
good.
finished second.
Yeah, the texture got 3 tens.
Yeah, I mean,
3 tens.
yeah.
That's insane.
That's probably the best a singular food has done in a single category since we've been doing taste tests.
Yeah.
Again, a good snack.
it was.
Yeah,
it
they're a
was
good
so-
snack M&M.
Yeah, because it tasted like again you had the less chocolate and more wafer. And I don't know, it just worked. It really worked.
It
there.
worked. It's like a Kit Kat.
Which has
a
anybody
Kit
ever,
Kat in
Yeah.
ball form.
yeah. Has anybody ever done that? They'll just eat like a huge thing of like not a huge thing, like a small package of wafers.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Like Nilla wafers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want some. vanilla
Wait, what are
wafers.
those? What are those little wafer cookies called with their chocolate and the strawberry and vanilla? Do they have a special name or just like wafer cookies?
Neapolitan.
Is that?
I think they are Neapolitan.
I don't know what
wafers.
the.
But they don't always come in the same package though.
I don't really know.
I have no idea
I
what
mean,
you're
there's
talking
like
about.
vanilla wafers. There's strawberry wafers. There's chocolate wafers.
Yeah,
always-
are there strawberry Nilla wafers?
No, not Nilla wafers.
You know,
not that type of wafer.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking about the thin.
The little bar cookies.
Yeah, the-
Oh, yeah, I know exactly. I had
yeah.
no idea what the name of them
Yeah.
So, the lowest score on these crispy M&Ms was the style of them, which gave it a 7.1.
were. Yeah, they were like weirdly bumpy.
and they were tiny.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
And finally, Neapolitan.
You got to tell me what was the average ranking of that? The total number.
It wasn't that much higher than crispy.
Yeah.
It was 8.36.
Okay.
So not that higher.
Interesting.
That much higher.
Interesting.
Let's see,
I think
let me
what pushed that over the top, if I had to guess without looking at the sheet, was taste and package. Because we all really like the package and we all really like the taste.
So the highest one was the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
The taste came in at 7.9, surprisingly, but the second highest was the style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We will say this is the newest flavor M&M that's exclusive to America and Australia.
Yeah, so if you're listening to us anywhere outside of the United States and Australia, I don't think you can get these. I'm almost positive you can't get these, but you guys have Tim Tams and we don't. So
But yeah, there's
you
your
win some, you
M&M.
lose some.
Your top 3 M&Ms. AYCA's top 3 M&Ms, starting with number 1, Neapolitan. They're probably going to go away in like a week, so
Yeah, I think they're only around for Easter.
maybe. Crispy. which are around for a while, and pretzel, which have been around. I don't know how long they've been around.
Pretzel and crispy have been around for years.
So-
like crispy, like me and Pat were talking about, crispy used to have a totally different colored bag, so crispy has been around forever.
Yeah,
See,
it's,
they
it's
used to
at
have a
least
light blue
like
bag.
I remember like 10 maybe
Yeah.
when that came out.
I do remember that as well.
I mean, they're old as shit.
Yeah.
They're just uncommon. You don't see we don't see those in like the supermarket shelves. Like right there at the register.
Yeah.
You usually see the peanut and the regular everywhere, but I definitely recommend if you're gonna go out and grab an M&M today. If you can't find Neapolitan, which for some ungodly reason they're hard to fucking find, get crispy or pretzel.
Yeah, crispy
Get
or pretzel, or if you don't like a crunchy texture with the M&Ms, get caramel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe venture out, try a coffee nut. They're delicious.
Also, another thing, if y'all have some M&Ms in your country, I don't know who the fuck listens to this podcast.
I have no idea if there's any other exclusive.
If
M&Ms.
you're a
There
different
may be.
country and you have an M&M that we didn't comment on here today, send us a package.
Saffron M&Ms
Not kidding. Send us a package. Send us a DM. We'll figure out something.
to the PO box.
And if you want to send us
Tanner's
one,
actual mailbox. Send things from outside the country to Tanner's mailbox.
Yes.
if you send us a DM, we'll work together. We'll get those M&Ms.
Cody will pay for shipping and handling.
No,
of it.
Cody will not. you will pay for shipping and handling. Whoever you are out there, you're doing it for us.
It's. I'm trying to think if there are. I don't know, but I'm fairly sure this is every flavor you can get in the United States right now. So I'm proud with that. 14 flavors. We all feel like death because fuck, we ate 14 different kind of M&Ms. So that's a shit ton of chocolate.
Yeah, I feel sick.
I did want to say like what the Neapolitan more. It's a debacle of science that like you get all three flavors of the ice
It
cream
transformed.
like in your mouth like it once and at different times because it's vanilla, strawberry, to chocolate. Like it's
So
staggering.
it went vanilla, strawberry, chocolate for you. What was the stage for you? Mine was strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
Mine was chocolate, vanilla, strawberry.
Strawberry vanilla chocolate.
Mine was vanilla strawberry chocolate. We've already said
Is it
Pat's.
different for every person?
Well, no, because I
think it
did-
just depends.
I know I did another one, and then it was strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
Mine all of them were the strawberry, vanilla, chocolate.
Because they're different colors.
It's witchcraft.
So it's they're vanilla color, strawberry color, chocolate color. I assume that you would have to eat 2 of them to get all 3 flavors, but no, all 3 flavors are in one M&M. They
Yeah.
are truly
And it makes no
marvels.
sense how it just transforms. Like, I honestly believe that this is witchcraft. I might become a Christian again.
I mean, God, they
Burn them.
Wait, would you be like? How about we became a pagan? Like he enjoys
Oh,
the
I think
witchcraft?
it's time to end the podcast.
Oh, shit. I might have to do that, too.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for listening to this episode of the podcast. Close to episode 50. Like 2 weeks till episode 50. That's nuts. We're a month away from our 1 year. Wild shit.
Abby
What are we
got
doing
the-
it for our 1 year?
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Abby got
Oh.
the
Stay
sniffles.
tuned.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening. First off, you can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. We currently have a podcast survey out there. We tweeted
It
out.
takes 2 minutes to be a hero.
Yeah, it takes about 2 minutes to fill out. It just asks you your general thoughts on the podcast, like when you started listening, favorite episode, least favorite episode, favorite cast member, Tanner, stuff like that. And so that would be great if you can do that. If you're listening to us, thank you. You can listen to us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Overcast, but you already know that if you're listening to us.
First of all, favorite cast member always Colt.
Colt, no.
I'm gonna throw up.
I don't.
Colt's over here
I mean,
literally.
I might be biased, but I have to say myself. Because, I mean, come on.
Wendell, you're the worst cast member at this day.
Okay, wait a minute. I started with cum Spider-Man hands. Come on.
I feel like the favorite podcast is people who scream the least.
Patrick, who was your favorite before you started this podcast?
The favorite before I started?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Right.
Probably Tanner.
Pat, if you don't say me, I am going to assume you're racist.
It was
We're going to put Patrick on the spot because he literally started.
Yeah, Pat listened to every episode of the podcast before he came on.
Yeah.
And then he paid us about $3,000 to
Yeah,
come
it was
on.
kind of
And
creepy.
we're like, we need the money.
I mean, everybody listens to Stranger on the Internet. That's just the climate of the culture now.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you go from this. You got to
Like,
answer this.
I feel like
It will hurt nobody's feelings but mine. So
I feel like I have like favorites for different reasons. Like I feel like people who make me laugh the most the old episodes were Colt and Cody.
Fuck
Damn
yeah.
right.
Cody wasn't even in like the first 8 episodes. He just shit in the background.
That was like the first 3.
But like I did like how Tanner would try to keep a semblance of like cohesion going, but then he kind of fall into the trap.
Yeah,
and then, like
it's-
Wenzel is the weird boy in the middle.
It's a vicious
Yes,
cycle.
I'll take it.
It's a vicious cycle. Anyways, let me get back to
But
plugs.
Abby is always the sweetheart and the darling that puts up with our bullshit every single week.
I'm just here.
She has to be.
Yeah, she's
They
legally.
force me.
Yeah, she's legally required to be here. Anyways, plugs. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Overcast. Leave us ratings, leave us reviews, all that good shit. That'd be great. You can follow us on twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear. Right now, we're streaming Near. Probably stream that for 3-4 weeks. Probably beat the A story, the B story, whatever. You can catch us there. We're on Instagram, AYCH Podcast, and you can follow me, Tanner, on Twitter at Tanner1495.
Colt, you can follow me on Twitter at ColtD88. Send me pictures of your dogs, and make sure you go out, buy all the strawberry nut M&Ms, and burn them.
That's just a waste of money. Why don't just like smash them in the store? Just step
Oh
on
yeah,
your foot.
take a hammer.
That's stealing from Walmart.
Yeah.
But aren't they stealing from us?
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, my happiness.
That
goes
was
away.
way too weirdly deep for this.
You can follow me on Twitter at Winsy Wilkie, and you can follow my art Instagram at World of Winsy. Also, by the time this comes out, we'll be doing another IRL Gundam stream on Saturday at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, so check that out.
Actually, we did a Gundam stream last Saturday when this comes out.
No, when this comes out, which will be next Monday.
It will be last Saturday, though.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Oh, we are doing another one.
We are
though,
doing
next
another one. That's what I'm
Saturday.
saying.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, you fucking idiots.
Abby.
I'm Abatha, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Tegan Abigail.
My name.
Jeff.
Oh my god.
Jeff.
I feel like he's straining
The
with
plug should not be this hard.
he's straining with the poop right now. So
God, is he muting all of us?
everybody just stand around his mic and yell into it.
Oh,
If I could stand up without feeling like I had to puke right now, I would.
Patrick.
you didn't even say yours.
I plugged myself in a different language, and people who in that different language will
You didn't
understand.
say anything.
Go ahead, Patrick.
It's Pat. You can follow me online on Twitter, Instagram at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art.
Thanks.